The US president has officially greenlit a bipartisan sanctions bill designed to economically paralyze Russia and punish major nations that continue to finance and that continue to buy Russian oil. Notably, the bill would require the United States to impose a 500% tariff on all goods imported from any country that purchases Russian oil, petroleum products or uranium. The measure is expected to squeeze Russia financially while deterring foreign governments from undermining US sanctions. Senator Lindsey Graham hailed President Trump's approval of the bipartisan sanctions bill as a pivotal shift in the American strategy regarding the Russia-Ukraine war, that is. He said that the bill would give Trump tremendous leverage against countries like China, India and Brazil to incentivize them to stop buying Russian oil. Amidst this legislative push, President Trump once again cast doubt on the NATO alliance, claiming that without his involvement, Russia would already control all of Ukraine. Taking to his account on social media, he argued that Washington shoulders most of the alliance costs while NATO members fall short of defense spending targets, insisting that he ended 8 wars. He ended 8 wars. That's what Trump maintains even now. Trump criticized Norway for not awarding him the Nobel Peace Prize. He added that Russia and China have zero fear of NATO without US leadership and expressed doubt that NATO alliance would support America in a crisis.
The President addressed this directly himself this morning after seeing the coverage from all of you in this room on television, and he made it very clear we're always going to be there for NATO, even if they have not done right by the United States of America. And they have finally increased their defense spending at the request of this president, but it was only because of this president that they did that.
During a high-profile visit to Nicosia, marking the start of Cyprus' presidency of the Council of the EU, Zelensky said Ukraine has met all its obligations in peace talks and insisted that no additional or excessive demands should be placed on the country. He called for tougher sanctions on Moscow and urged Cyprus to advance Ukraine's EU membership negotiations during its presidency.
We need a practical mechanism that will allow these funds to truly help Ukraine. This mechanism must be designed not to create problems, of course, but to reduce the challenges we already face. And we are doing everything required on our side in the negotiation process. And we expect that no additional or excessive demands will be placed on Ukraine.
Zelensky urged the United States to orchestrate a mission similar to the one in Venezuela to remove Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov from power. He argued that removing Kadyrov would make Russian President Putin reconsider his ongoing offensive in Ukraine. Kadyrov, the leader of Russia's Muslim-majority region of Chechnya since 2007, is one of Putin's most vocal supporters and has sent thousands of soldiers in to fight alongside Russian troops in Ukraine. Following the signing of a declaration of intent by the UK, France and Ukraine on the deployment of multinational forces, Britain and France's planned peacekeeping contingent may be capped at 15,000 troops after military leaders warned of limited personnel. The UK had initially proposed sending 10,000 soldiers as part of a broader 64,000-strong coalition of the willing.
Along with President Macron and President Zelensky, we agreed a declaration of intent on the deployment of forces in the event of a peace deal. Mr. Speaker, we will set out the details in a statement at the earliest opportunity. I will keep the House updated as the situation develops, and were troops to be deployed under the declaration signed, I would put that matter to the House for a vote.
On the war front, a massive Russian drone strike crippled power supplies in Ukraine's Dnipropetrovsk and Zaporizhia regions. Thousands were left without electricity.